Hey there, everybody. I am Jesse Dollemore, and this is The Conversation, brought to you by the podcast I Doubt It with Dollemore, which is a twice-weekly news and comment program that can be found on iTunes and Google Play and wherever else podcasts are found. Well, this episode is going to be a little different, more like an open letter to the Republican Party, or at the very least, its leaders who have chosen to support the sociopathic Donald Trump in his bid for President of the United States of America. So I'm talking now to not only Speaker of the House Paul Ryan, Senators John McCain, Orrin Hatch, Marco Rubio, and my own Congressman, Dana Rohrabacher. I'm also talking to all of these people who are currently elected and or prominent members of the Republican Party who have endorsed Donald Trump. What have you let happen to the party of Abraham Lincoln? Lincoln, a Republican who saved our great Union from not only the scourge of slavery, but from the existential threat of division. You have allowed the political party of which I was a member not so long ago to no longer stand in the gap for the people. It seems no longer about protecting the sacred civil rights of the noble American people. You have all collectively allowed the Republican Party to become a clearinghouse for bad ideas. You've promoted stripping away rights of gay and lesbian Americans who just want to live their lives like everyone else. You've allowed the insidiousness of racism and intolerance to creep into the very fabric of your policies. You've allowed money to become some necessary political lubricant. But you've also, and maybe worst of all, given the reins of your historic party over to an infectious clown. Not infectious like laughter. He's infectious like Ebola or some flesh-eating bacteria. He's wormed his way into our political process and has seemingly attempted to normalize such vile and reprehensible things as ignorance.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
Bigotry.
I don't know if you saw this speech, but there was a man named Kaiser Khan speaking at the Democratic Convention last night. His son, Captain Humayun Khan, was killed serving in Iraq.
If you look at his wife, she was standing there. She had nothing to say. Maybe she wasn't allowed to have anything to say. You tell me, but plenty of people have written that. She was extremely quiet, and it looked like she had nothing to say. A lot of people have said that.
Xenophobia.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
Racism.
If you are saying he can't do his job because of his race, is that not the definition of racism?
No, I don't think so at all.
No?
No.
But you're saying he can't do his job because of it.
Look, he's proud of his heritage, okay? We're building a wall. He's a Mexican. We're building a wall between here and Mexico.
Sexism.
So I have, she gets out and she starts asking me all sorts of ridiculous questions. And, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever. But
Misogyny.
You once told a contestant on Celebrity Apprentice it would be a pretty picture to see her on her knees.
Brandy came in here, she got down on her knees and said, I passionately want to do this. I, at this point, am the team chooser, not the team leader yet.
Excuse me, you dropped to your knees.
Yes.
And begged to do this. And I said, I'm looking around the room. And
It must be a pretty picture you drop into
John
your
and
knees.
Dennis thought I should be. Omarosa said me.
And sexual assault.
I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. I can do anything.
With fewer than 30 days before we gather as a nation to choose the person who will lead us into the next decade, there is still time to unendorse Donald Trump. Sure, you've made a terrible mistake, but what greater sign of leadership is there than copying to one's own gaffe, course correcting, and taking your lumps? I implore you to not only vote against Donald Trump, but to lead America in rejecting him as well. We deserve better than this hideous representation of a walking, talking carcinogen. We have too many problems to allow a freak like Donald Trump to set us back any further. Now, is Hillary Clinton the answer to our nation's ills? Certainly not. She's no savior. She's flawed as well. But listen, I don't fear for the future of America with Clinton. I don't worry about nuclear annihilation with Clinton. And I don't worry about Clinton being removed from office after a guilty verdict in a case involving the brutal rape of a 13-year-old girl. Do the noble thing here, Republicans. Publicly unendorse him. Donald Trump, so far, has been your monster. Let's not make him America's monster. Thanks a lot. Hey, thanks for joining us. That was awesome. We appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and also the podcast wherever you get your podcasts. iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, wherever. Thanks a lot.